Welcome, everybody, to the 4th episode of the Mug Podcast. I'm Chris.
Franco.
And we're here with a special guest today. We got a kind of a round table thing going on here. We got our friend Johnny.
Hey, what's up?
And our friend James.
What is up, y'all?
So, we got some people in the back. We don't worry
We
about
don't about that. We don't worry about that.
They ain't even here.
They ain't
So,
here.
today we're going to be talking about NBA free agency. We're going to be talking about some story time with James. I think Johnny's got a story. Hope it's not trash. You'll find out in a second if it's not in
We'll
here.
see.
And if he's trash, he ain't gonna be in the podcast. He'll be like he was never there.
And then we got a new thing. We're going to talk about the 3 unwritten rules of pickup basketball.
Okay.
So that's the layout. So
That's the
we're
layout.
going to start out with NBA free agency. We got a lot of Spurs fans in here. Only Spurs fans.
2 and then Heat
I
fan.
want to talk about Heat fan.
Johnny.
Frank, give me your impression. Kyrie.
No, Kawhi.
Gone. Kawhi's gone.
I don't even know what that is anymore.
Talk.
I don't even know what that is. I honestly don't even
Do
know.
braids.
No.
Play defense a little bit.
He didn't play no defense. I play better defense than he does.
I don't
He's
know
trash
about that.
anyways. No, but
What are your opinions, Franco?
I mean, they got a decent pick with picked up the DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl, and then was that 1 to 20?
Yeah, protected.
What is it means like?
They can't get it if it's less than 1 through 20. It has to be 21 and above.
But it's the Toronto's pick,
Yes.
so it could be like.
Like, if Toronto has a terrible season, they keep that pick. If they have a good season with Kawhi,
The
the
Spurs
Spurs
should.
get that pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Unless Kawhi doesn't play.
Exactly.
what?
Unless Kawhi doesn't play.
Besides
That could happen though. That could actually happen.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not.
I've been listening to
It's
it.
decent. I'm honestly conflicted about it because like, DeRozan's good, and I feel like Pop can make him good. And Jakob Poeltl, you see, he tweeted out something like he's like excited to like.
I
Tear
spell
up.
his name.
I
So.
when they immediately joined the Spurs, I immediately followed them. So I followed DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl, but Jakob Poeltl tweeted out that yeah, he's like really excited for the season, and like I feel like Pop can make DeRozan good, better than he was before. So I hope that happens, and then maybe you get MVP. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe
Franco.
he messed around with his MVP.
Franco messed
Hey,
around. He
he was
did an
messed up
All-Star
to get
reserve.
MVP. You don't know. Okay?
All-Star reserve player, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh
But,
my
yeah.
gosh, MVP, this dude. Oh
What
my
about you,
God.
Chris?
It's the best we're gonna get. That's all I gotta say. Kawhi dead to me. He gives championship.
Man.
Gives championship.
He didn't get, hey, you gave him a little too much.
He also beat.
He helped us get championship. He didn't give us championship.
He
He
also
helped
beat a
us.
bitch.
Yeah, he beat help.
Did you hear that David Robinson called him? He ain't called him.
Yeah,
back?
you hear that? Supposedly, he told on the team meeting. He said that that he's. I forgot what he said. He said like he cares about the group, but he doesn't care for the organization. Like when they had a team meeting, he was like,
Yeah, y'all my brothers, but fuck this.
yeah, that's what, like he was like, I forgot what he said. He's like, I'll do anything for y'all, but not for the organization. That's some of what he said. So I don't know. What I don't understand is that what did the organization do to him, or he hates him so much? Like we literally, we traded up for him in the draft. So and obviously, he wasn't like people didn't think him as a superstar coming in. So obviously, we helped him get to where he was as an organization. They helped him become who he was.
As y'all can tell, Franco's been bottling this shit up for quite a while.
Hey, but if you you know what else I thought? Maybe it comes back for agency. Hey, you don't know, man. Hey, you don't know.
Franco has some hot hydrocodone.
These are hot takes here. This is some hot takes I'm coming out with. Hot takes coming out with.
What do you think, Johnny?
I don't even know
I
what's
mean,
going on. He don't even
Pop
know.
was like, I can't even have you in America anymore.
Right, Quad's like, trade me to LA. Pop's like, how about Canada, fam? I will deport your ass to Canada. He did something that freaking Trump couldn't even do, Johnny. He started deporting people. That's right.
He couldn't even afford
Yeah.
Pop making plays. What I do like though is that Pop is coaching the national team, so the superstars are gonna see how he coaches and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And he might give him an offer can't refuse, and he might convince him to join Spurs. Like yeah,
Y'all don't know, Franco's favorite movie is The Godfather. So
yeah.
he quotes
But-
it daily.
Yeah, so he's gonna say he's gonna talk to all those all stars, and then a lot of them are gonna be free agents like Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler. I'm not saying they're gonna go to the Spurs, but like Kyrie, like he has they all get to see how good of a coach Pop is, and he might convince them because that's how it happened with the Warriors when they first got the group together, like the dynasty together, because Kevin Durant talked to Curry, Iguodala, Draymond, and the national team. That's how they first like met and got together, and like that's how they do all these plans and stuff. I think that's how LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh did too. Like, and Pop can mess around, pick up a few All Stars.
I wish y'all could see his hand.
My hand movements are like I don't even know how to describe them.
What do
Like
you think,
swirls.
James? What
They're
do you
like
think
swirls.
of the Spurs? Where do you think they were placed?
I don't even want to listen
in the
to Heat
power rankings in the Western Conference.
So I have two things. Any other team in the NBA that had DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge on, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near a TV that has that on. But it's the Spurs, so it's like
Mid-range
the
jumper,
one
baby.
team that can make.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to go bad
all over the
posterizer.
place.
Okay, got to go bad posterizer.
I don't want anything to do with it.
DeRozan.
Like, I could definitely see them being like the 5th seed. Like that team's not bad either. I know it's hard to believe.
Watch
I know it's
yourself.
hard to
Hey,
believe.
watch yourself, young fella. Watch
He
yourself.
won 47 games without Kawhi.
And add DeRozan.
At DeRozan, 27.
That's like 5. I think he gives us 5 more wins with DeRozan.
I bet he averages like 26 games. Yeah.
26. It's at the points. It's the defense that we need to fix. It's the defense and a 3-point shot.
Do you think the Spurs can advance past? And do you think they can make any noise in the playoffs, James?
Second
Or is it
round.
just? Do you think the Spurs are better than the Lakers right now?
Yes, I think
I'm
they're
asking you. You're biased.
Yeah, you right.
I'm not willing to bet against LeBron in the playoffs with that team.
Especially the Spurs got DeRozan. Dude,
DeMar, we all know who DeMar DeRozan is. It's
You know what's funny is that I keep thinking, like, I keep when DeRozan complains about like being traded, I keep talking trash to DeRozan. I'm like, damn it, he's on our team. I forget this constantly. And, like, he's whining about like how he got traded, and like, then I'm like, why are you whining? Because you didn't show up in the postseason, and obviously it didn't work because you got swept. So like, obviously it wasn't working. So the GM had to do something. So like, that's why I'm like, why are you gonna complain about being traded when you didn't bring the success that the Raptors wanted or the GM wanted?
You mean DeMar?
Yeah, like he's complaining about it, that being traded, but they just got something in the first, or not the first round.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. This offseason, more than any other, has just reminded everyone that this is a business. The NBA is a business.
Business.
More than
Business.
anything,
And business is booming.
anything else.
Did you see that? Like it was like the 2014 draft class. Like I forgot what year was Curry drafted.
Who?
Kyrie
Curry.
was like 20.
Kyrie or Curry?
Curry.
Like 2010.
Like he's like the
Nine.
only player, like who
Oh, yeah,
stayed with
that's
the team. Like the best players out of all of them. Like I think all the All Stars or something like that. Like he's like the only one to stay in their team.
Ricky Rubio, Johnny Flynn.
No, he's
Shout out.
he's with the Jazz.
Timberwolves. Oh.
Okay, so I feel
Okay.
like the Spurs are gonna be like 4 or 3. They're gonna. I think the Spurs win like 55 games.
We gotta find another
They
star.
just have to have a good matchup in the playoffs. If they get stuck against the Warriors again, or if they get stuck against the damn Rockets or the Thunder in the first round, I don't know about that. But if we could, I bet we could beat the Jazz, huh?
Lakers.
I don't give a damn. About
Lakers ain't even playoffs.
And
dude.
JaVale McGee is your starting center. All right.
Yeah.
Lance Stevenson's trash.
LeBron's probably be.
Put some work in sometimes. You never know.
Jamal could,
The
okay.
only person I worry about is LeBron and Kuzma.
Okay, Jamal. I don't think Jamal's role
Lonzo
is
could
going to
make some
expand
noise.
more than anything.
On a
what
good
it
day.
was.
You said about that and he dropped like how many points
I
he
don't
dropped
talk
on?
about it.
He had like
Like
5
19.
threes and
But I mean, like LeBron's all 5 people on the court.
that's true. Hey, Johnny, put his input. I like it, Johnny.
Johnny been playing a little 2K.
Yo, we're watching the Balls Life video.
Ballers live.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like-
that's.
Like your point. Oh, do you want to?
Are you good?
Shut up, James. Go.
Alright. Like your point about Javal, like I don't think his role's going to be
Javal?
any larger than it was.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same.
Than it was on the Warriors. I think it's going to be the exact same.
Catch
It'll work
lobs
fine.
and play defense.
Exactly. Stand
But-
here in the court, get rebounds, give it to
I don't know.
LeBron.
I'm just excited about this NBA season. I don't think I've been excited for this NBA season in a while, except for LaMarcus Cousins a little bitch.
I
But
know,
that's my
man.
opinion, and everybody else's opinion in this
Sucks. Why do you have to go to the Warriors?
room. Okay, so I don't want to talk about the Warriors because it's gonna get depressed. So we're gonna move on. Every Mug podcast, we like to have story time with our guests. We've heard some good stories. We've heard some pretty great stories, I think. Those are some good ass stories you've heard.
Not even the
We've heard some good ones from Franco. Franco didn't even tell the best ones. I told
Hey,
a
you don't know
couple.
about those.
Michael and Patrick can tell some good ones. So there's no pressure. It's just pressure. We have,
There's no pressure, no pressure.
we have 2 guests here. They both want to tell stories. We're going to start with James. So James is about 6 feet tall, white. He's got a beard.
Pale as a damn moon. I'll tell you
Pretty
that.
pale, not very athletic.
Yeah.
So James, saying that, what is your story going to be about? Set it up for us.
Alright.
Okay, go.
This takes place about
20
five,
years.
5 years ago. Yeah, you can call it 20 years ago. I was a sophomore. Chris, describe sophomore me.
Even
my body
uglier.
type.
I don't know how that works, but he's even uglier. I don't know how.
It's
But
James.
Glasses.
It's James with glasses and somehow
uglier.
uglier.
I don't know how he did it, but he did
This
it.
is pre-beard James.
This is pre-beard.
Pre-pubescent, James. Pre-pubescent.
This
So
is pre-beard and growth spurt, James.
add about
So it's
add about
not
5
great.
Okay, James.
So I thought at the time it'd be a great idea. Hey, I can play soccer. This won't be that bad.
Oh my God!
He's never told the
I've
story.
already seen it, boy. You don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even want to know.
So I made the grand decision to sign up for the soccer team sophomore year.
Wait, have you told Johnny this?
He's never told anybody
I
that.
think I know, but I don't know.
Wait,
keep going. Keep going.
So what they do is like what they'll do is like a 2-week trial period, and they'll have like everyone. They'll go through various drills, but more than anything, what they'll have you do is run.
Hey, you should have came to me if anyone got you ready.
James,
I don't even know.
James so athletic. Just
The first day, what they have us do is they have us go out there, and they're like, all right, we're gonna have y'all run around for like, I don't know, like an hour or something. 10 miles.
I don't believe that, but
It was. I'm dead serious.
James probably ran like twice throughout the track.
I know. I bet she ran like a mile on the track, and this is how he processes this.
Like-
Tell the story.
Keep
Like
going,
the
keep
first day is how like they weed out like the most kids. Like
we have
just-
the weak people. Okay.
Yeah, like
I
they
like
get to like
it,
the
I like
4
it,
mile
okay, I
mark,
like
and there's
it.
already kids like running off, like running up to the coach, be like, all right, well, you can try out whatever later on. And it's like, oh no, bro, I could do this. So I try to go all 10. I can't. I'm not gonna say I ran all
Did
10.
you do any sports before this?
Oh no,
Okay.
no.
Only other sports
Oh.
James ever has when he broke his arm playing
Yeah, he
football.
broke his
in eighth
arm
grade.
playing football.
That's
This
another
is
story, another time. Continue.
So I do that. I'm basically dead at the end of that, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what else they could do that could be this bad.
Hey, what'd you clock in at? Like, what's the time? What's the clock? What's the speed?
Bro, remember, it was like 10 miles. I don't even think they clocked me. Like, to like, mile.
the
5.
40-yard dash? I thought you
A
do
few
40.
hours.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Continue, James.
So, like, a few days later on in this hell, I'll call it, they have us do agility drills, you know, just like moving in through like those ladders on the ground.
Oh.
And then you go up and they line you up and you run around like the curve on the track. And you just do that repeatedly. And it, like, I don't know what my deal was that day, but like all of a sudden, like I'm fit, and it's like, so like you run around the curve and then you jog back across the field. And I'm like, oh man, I'm not feeling good right now.
Oh hell.
So like I do like, it's like my third way around the curve and I'm driving across the field and I'm like, oh man, and then it all just comes out. I just vomit right on the field.
Oh
It
wait.
was-
On the field? Oh, you're on the field.
oh yeah, it's on the football field.
And
That
it's
was
just like,
you? This mug.
Me.
Poor little Jimmy.
Was it like-
Stepped in a little puke last time.
Oh, it was bad. That sub didn't last all day from lunch. Ooh.
Oh.
And then people looking at you or what?
Oh man, there was some dude that was running behind me. He like patted me on the back. He was like, oh, "It's all good, man." And I was like, "Ah."
And that was it? Is that as best as the close you got to sports right there?
There was like, and then like
Wait, what did you do after you threw up? Like, did you just
I
like?
had to keep going. Like I just had, it couldn't. That's the
Hey.
thing. Like you can't.
That's
I didn't.
dedication right there.
I
How
didn't
to
want to
champion.
stop.
How
I
to
didn't
champion.
want to like just stop doing whatever. That'd be like lame as fuck.
Well, you threw up, so I mean,
I guess.
Pretty lame
but
right there.
I gave him my all, Franco. I gave him my all.
how far did you get in the trial?
This isn't a lot.
I mean, they have you finish the trial period. Like, unless, you can quit anytime. That's the thing. Which is what I should have done. I should have quit like the first day. That's my biggest regret.
Put some hair in your chest, James. It worked.
Oh,
That's the day James became man that day. That's the day James became man.
oh.
He got a little less uglier, but still made it work. He made it work.
Oh, and so like, okay. So this is probably the worst part.
Oh my god.
All right. So like the first day you get in there, like they give everyone uniforms and they give you a locker. And you have to basically keep track of these uniforms at all times. Like,
Yeah, that's how sports works.
Yeah, and I know.
Everyone wants his uniform. Oh my god.
You throw them all in the bin, and that's what we did.
And they wash it.
At the end of the day, yeah, you threw it in the
They
bin.
give
And
it back.
yeah, exactly. Next day I show up, it's not my uniform's not there. Nowhere to be found. All there is
Oh,
like
dude.
this extra large like
Oh.
pants and like this shirt. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just try and like tie it and just hope for the best and like hope my pants don't fall down. So like that day we were doing another agility drill. So like, and we're all this is the whole group all together. We're all like going in a line like one after the other, and everyone's doing it. And so I come up, and I start doing my agility drill. And I get halfway through, my pants go straight down to my ankles.
Oh my god.
I was like in front of like everybody. I pulled that shit up so quick you wouldn't believe.
I can't imagine. James unathletic at just
Ugly James with glasses and his pants fall down.
He's fucking like the.
He's sweating like a mug.
Sweating like a mug. Throw up everywhere. Probably shit himself. You didn't even know.
It was like the worst possible outcome. Like the end of that day, like I'm walking off the field with everyone else, and like the coach comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, do you like need do you have all your like uniform stuff? Do you have your uniform?" I was like, yeah, I gotta sort it out. Cause like the kid who had like I saw the kid he had like my number and shit on. I was like, what the fuck?
I bet you what happened.
Like after that, I came up to him. I was like, what the hell, bro?
I bet you what happened is that he probably lost his. And
I think that's what happened. He mixed it up, so we just grabbed it.
Yeah.
During football, I did that a lot. I was seeing little Jimmy over there. I was like, hey, yo, Jimmy, go look over there. I'll snag his loop real quick. Take him socks.
That's funny.
And I was telling coach, I was like, yeah, I got it. He's like, all right. And so he was fine with that. And then like the final day, everyone's all grouped up together, and he's like, all right, just blah, blah, blah next week. And then he names off like 5 people. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on this. Third person, James Davis. I was like, oh. I know what this was. They're making cuts. I was out.
Damn.
And that was
R.I.P. James' best.
R.I.P.
to my sports career.
That's career right there.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the closest he ever gonna get.
That was, yeah.
Success.
Honestly,
Success.
yeah.
But I got laid, but it didn't happen.
Hey,
okay, let's go.
Gonna get laid too.
Okay, Johnny, your turn.
That's a good story, James.
It's a good story, though. Good
so
story. I like
our
it.
friend Johnny here,
We should have a ranking for the story.
He's like 6'1". He's got good hair.
Good hair. Trash ass hands.
He can't. He sucks at basketball.
You can shoot 3
He got
games.
some weak knees.
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny right here.
Johnny.
Tell him a story. We need Johnny.
Alright, story's alright. I mean, this happened today. So I'm waking up.
Wait, is this is the one you're gonna tell us that happened today?
Yeah. So like, I get up today. I'm starting the day normally. I go over to my kitchen. I go to get my coffee, and I got a big window right there. I look out the window, and I just hear like this old white dude in a van pulls into my driveway.
Oh, hell. I like it. I like where this is going, Dad. I like it.
He just sits there for a second, pulls out a cigarette, and is just sitting there and like.
You got your gun?
I was about to. I was like, who the hell is this guy?
Are you by yourself?
Yeah, no, Jordan was there, but like, so I'm
Wait, Jordan's your brother?
Jordan, my stepbrother.
Okay.
And then I'm waiting there, and then I just see him get out. He goes to the other side of his car, does the van, does something, and then I'm like, is this dude about to like steal our stuff, like our lawn equipment and stuff? I'm like, what is this guy gonna do? Then he comes back. He walks to the front door. We have a knocker on there, and just starts banging the hell like he owns the damn place. And then I was like, I'm not gonna answer this.
I'm alright about this life.
I'm waiting for Jordan to go
I'm a little
answer it.
bitch.
I ain't gonna lie.
And then Jordan answers it, and then we go out there, and this guy's like, yeah, I'm here to fix the lawnmowers. And we're like, oh, okay. And then, but this dude is like old and like really irritable or something, and he just, he's like, yeah, I'm a ex-military, retired, senior citizen, and I'm trying to get some hydrocodone.
Pretty normal. I mean, that happens all the time.
That's just a normal Thursday for me too.
And then I'm like, all right. And then so he gets like set up, and then I go out there. I'm like, hey, actually, I need to move my truck because I gotta go to school. And he's like, okay, let me see. You go to college? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. You would have thought you would have done this before. If you weren't smoking so much crack, you would have done this before I got all set up. And I'm like, what the hell? Just tell me,
Oh my god, you're shook right now. I'd be shook right now
I was
too.
like, okay. And then he's like, you're lucky you're not my wife, because if you were her, I would have told her, why the fuck did you do this before I got all set up? And I was like, all right then. I'm like, sorry sir, I didn't know. He's like, I was like, my dad didn't tell me you were coming. He's like, oh, okay. And then he like walks over, he like wobbles over to his van, gets in, moves all the way to the side. I move out, he just kind of stares at me while I go drive past him. And then he gets out and he just starts working. And he's got hearing aids and everything, so he can't hear me that well. I'm like, thank you. And he kind of looks back at me. I'm like, thank you. And he's like, he waves at me. I'm like, all right. and then this guy just goes about his business. And I'm like, and then like what? I don't know what this guy's deal was, but
He was on some stuff, Johnny. That's not what it is. So he was on whatever he was asking for.
Hydrocodone.
Whatever.
I was just like, I wasn't expecting my morning to start out like that. That's how my day started.
Johnny just been to Starbucks. Too bad he got fucking.
Wait, how big was this dude? Was this a big dude? Big
Yeah,
dude?
he's pretty big, and then
Like what do you mean big? Like he
He's
yoked, or is he like he's yoked, or is he like?
So he ain't yoked.
But is he like a fat? Is he like just a fat big dude?
No. Then like my dad's a big guy.
Yeah.
And then
Big John.
Yeah.
Call him that for a reason.
Dude, he's like, don't get fat like your dad.
Oh.
Are they friends?
I was like, shit, okay. And then
I would pull the gun real quick.
and then he's like, I can say that though. He's like, I lost 150 pounds. I was like, damn, okay. And then he just kind of says whatever is on his mind. I was like, all right.
Wait, is that your
I don't
dad's
know.
friend?
My dad's like, you better go ask this guy to move your truck because he's a crooked old man. He'll just start saying stuff, and you better do it before he gets all set up. And I was like, well, I didn't know he was coming. And so I was like, God damn. Before I even went out there, I was like, God damn, I have to go ask this guy to move. I was like,
I was just fucking ran him over. I don't know.
I remember your dad mentioned this dude was like one of these old dudes that's all cranky and shit, and I was like, all right,
He's
okay,
like-
whatever.
he's like, I don't mean to take this out on you, but I have a lot to get mad about. I was like, all right. I was like,
That sounds so weird. That's a good story. I like it.
That's
Next
a good
level.
story.
That is weird.
Hey, if that happened today, I'll tell you what, that's pretty good.
I know. I was like, that's not how my morning was. I didn't think it was gonna go like that.
I didn't think it
I was
was.
gonna get my coffee, go by truck, go to school.
Wait, what time was this?
This is like maybe around 10:30.
I'll be asleep by then.
And like, first off, this dude just pulls into my driveway. I'm like, okay, like I don't know who you are. This guy's got a whole setup. He had like a van with a generator, and he slides the generator out
To repair a lawnmower.
Yeah, he has like a little lift for the lawnmower to lift it up.
Oh, you're talking about like the drive one.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's got it all set up, but
He's on some stuff.
I was like, I don't know how this guy gets his business.
He's on a coding.
He yells at everybody.
That's a good
Yeah,
story.
pretty good story.
I like it. It's a good story. I like it.
All right, so the last section of the podcast, we're going to try something new. We're going to talk about a topic, and then, so it's a basketball topic. It's the 3 unwritten rules of pickup basketball. Everybody here, except for James, plays pickup basketball normally, regularly. Me and Franco play at UTSA.
I'm about to.
Johnny's about to join us for like a week. Me and Franco usually play at least
We'll
once.
see. We'll see if he's about the line. We'll see if he's about it. We'll see if he's about it.
We gonna find out.
We gonna find out.
We gonna find out with these
We're
rules.
gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
So me and Franco play like twice a week, and I constantly see these rules being broken, or people trying to follow them.
So annoying.
And us breaking the rules sometimes.
I try not to.
We try sometime. All right. First rule of unwritten basketball. First unwritten rule of pickup basketball. Don't call soft ass fouls. Everybody hates the person who calls foul when he gets hand checked on a drive.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. Franco over here is on the complete opposite spectrum of that. Franco will get mauled.
That's true.
They'll slap the crap out of his arms. You'll hear
Call it.
like that, and Franco like clean.
It's good. Okay, let's
I'll
go.
look at Franco. I'm like, call that.
Play it again. Let's play it again.
And Franco, nah, let's get back on D. Pisses me
I'll
off.
clap him anyways. Let's go.
And Franco does that all the time, especially on like game points. But that's beside the point. There's guys out there, you see them. They'll be like, they'll do like this cool crossover move, and they'll shoot the layup, and they're trash, so they'll miss it. And someone will like touch their shoulder or something, and they're, oh, that's staying here. That's staying here all day.
Or
That's our
they'll call like, they'll start calling everything like, they'll call maybe like if someone like
that's a travel.
slightly or like man, it might be a travel, but it's like in between.
You don't
they'll
call it
every
travel and pick up basketball unless the dude takes 3 steps.
Yeah, that's like really obvious. It's
If
like,
he slides his pivot foot, you're not gonna call it travel,
Yeah.
or you're gonna be a little bitch.
yeah.
So
Or like they'll do other stuff too.
yeah, they'll call.
Or like out of bounds and it's obviously them or something like that. They'll
Yeah.
argue it.
Hey, shoot for it though.
Yeah, like they'll argue everything. It's
Or
annoying.
they're the guys who take the ball, and once they have the ball, you're not getting it back.
Yeah.
Say you call a foul, they hell no, and they take the ball, it's over. Just go walk down to the court because they're gonna be too ignorant to give it back.
Yeah.
Especially UTSA, it happens a lot.
It happened a lot at LA Fitness.
Oh, don't even start at LA Fitness. I almost got boxed at LA Fitness.
Sweet.
The dude. So here's one thing. Here's the thing. I kicked the ball with my thigh. The dude calls it kickball. I ain't gonna lie. He's African American. He's a little buff. I was like, no, man. You gotta kick it below your knee for it to be kickball. And he goes, "What'd you say?" I was like, "You gotta kick it below the knee." That hit my thigh. I hit high thigh. So then we're arguing, and I drop it. I was like, "You know what? Fuck it, dude. Take it. Your ball." And then some other dude on my team, for some reason, decides to get pissed at the dude. another guy, African American, right? They
These two
start,
guys
arguing, right?
These two guys.
And the dude who initially was getting mad at me takes his shirt off. I'm like, oh man. And for y'all who don't know, in a basketball sense, when someone takes their shirt off, they're ready to swabble. They're ready to go throw down.
Swabble. What?
You got squabble with them. You got squabble with them. You got squabble.
You got swabble.
You ready to swing?
You're ready to swing with them. So I'm like, oh my god. So that happened. So that's those people. Rule number 2 is know your place. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta know your place. At UTSA, we got 3 courts. We got the scrub court,
Decent one.
we got the good white people court, and then we got the black court, right? You gotta know your place. If you ain't that good at basketball, and you're fair-skinned, you gotta go to the scrub court. You light-skinned, not too good, you go scrub court, right? If you're decent, and you're still fair-skinned, then you go to the good white court. You go to the medium court, right? And then if you got a dark skin on you, no matter how bad you are, you go to the other court.
Unless
you
you're
go to
like
the black court. Unless you trash, but you go over there. And there's a couple real good white guys that go over there, but it's pretty rare. So one time, me and Franco and Patrick were waiting on a game, and all the other courts are filled. And we walked to this one court, and there's no wait. It happened to be like the black court. We're like, screw it, we good. We were like, we've been dominating on the other courts the past couple weeks. So we go, and there's one dude there, and we ask him, hey, you got next? He's like, yeah. He's like, can we run with you? He goes, yeah, I guess. Right? So we wait there for like 20 minutes for this game to end. And game ends, we stand up.
He's trash too. The dude, I remember
this dude's
trash.
garbage. We played bad.
No,
we
man.
stand up, we're ready to play, and then all of a sudden, this dude picks up 4 people from who just played, and we just looking at him. Like, what? He's like, y'all can have next if you want it. I was like, oh my god. And he trashed too. He trashes a mug. Oh,
Yeah.
that pissed me off so much. So, but we'll go into the scrub court, because there's usually not a game going on the scrub court. It's just people shooting around. Patrick has the very great ability to gather people. He'll take one lap around the gym, come back, hey, we got 10.
You got a crowd going.
And all of a sudden, everybody's picking their bags up and just following him.
Like,
So we started
we
the scrub court, and we work our way over it. The cool thing about UTSA is the scrub court evolves after a certain team has won a certain number of games. So me and Franco and Patrick, with us 2 other dudes, will win like 2 games in a row. And then against scrubs, but then a couple good guys will show up. They'll see, hey, look, let's go play over there. That game looks like a game's no wait. So by that 3rd or 4th game we've played, we've transformed into the medium.
We've evolved.
The good white people court.
Our final form.
We've evolved into the white people court, and the white people court has now either lost everybody or become the scrub court. It's a whole give and take dynamics of UTSA.
The whole ecosystem to it.
It's a whole ecosystem.
The whole ecosystem.
One thing goes up, everybody loses the goddamn minds. Man. Tell you what, everybody loses goddamn minds. So that's that. You have any experience with that, Franco? You ever try to play on the good court?
I almost time to play with y'all, so like that's about it. The only thing that annoys me, this is the 3rd rule, right?
We're gonna get there.
That's the most annoying one, though.
Yeah,
I think
this
that's
is
the
it.
most annoying.
The 3rd rule of pickup basketball: don't be that guy.
Yeah.
And by I mean that, don't be that guy who shoots half-court threes.
No, the most annoying people is people who think they're good and they always shoot the ball.
Yeah,
and
don't
they're garbage.
literally don't be Kobe when you're not Kobe.
And they think they're good, but they keep shooting it.
Yeah.
And they go nowhere. They hit bricks, and they don't pass the ball.
And after you've
It's
played
so annoying.
enough,
I hate that.
especially at UTSA, we'll point them out to you. We can point them out. The Kobe's who want to play basketball with us, and we won't pick them up. We'll try our hardest not to pick them up, because once they're on your team, it's a team killer. It could be me, Franco, and Patrick, and whatever, like Kyle, the other guy, and we can beat pretty much almost a lot of teams, but we'll have one Kobe guy, and it's over. The dude will shoot it, and it pisses me off. He'll shoot a bad shot, and he goes, "Oh, my bad." He goes, "My bad."
But like
Hey, I'll hit next time. That's my bad.
every time.
And then he'll come down.
I don't get people
same shot. My bad.
I don't get people who do that. Like they often you just did a terrible shot, didn't make it. Okay, do it again, didn't make it. Do it again, didn't make it. And then they keep doing it. I'm like, what are you doing?
And then
Stop.
when they finally make it, they go, "Yeah, hey, that's all day, boy." And the score is 12-1, and you're just looking at it. I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? That's your 15th shot you've taken."
Yeah, it's not fun to play with something like that.
But
no, other times too. I remember one time we were playing this team. It was a good game. Everybody's playing. But these 2 guys were talking mess to each other, remember?
Yeah.
And like the guy on the other team was clamping the other dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of doing over the back stuff, like he would jump over somebody.
Yeah, he was
And
being the number one rule. He was calling bitch ass fouls.
Yeah.
He was calling over the back and pickup, which you don't do.
Yeah, and like, but they were talking trash, and so like, he would score, but the guy on our team would keep trying to score on him.
Yeah.
And it was not working, and he would not pass the ball.
Like it was like 14-14. I'm like, dude, we just need one, and he takes it. He gets.
He
mad.
kept tagging,
He
kept
started
tagging, and they kept
the
talking
basket.
next to each other, and it was not working, and we ended up losing the game.
So yeah, that pisses me off the most. You'll see a lot of people like that, Johnny.
I think they're good, but they're not.
We'll avoid that, but it's good when they're one of those people.
Oh, the other team.
Other team.
Yes,
It
nice.
is
so
nice.
It's nice. It is nice.
Because we literally just will double team him, and he won't pass.
I don't even need double team him.
We'll
Just
put
shoot a bad
Franco-
shot.
We'll put Franco on the guy, and then we'll help on any drive, and it's cash. It's game over. That team's gonna lose 15-2. It's happened so many times before. You play good Spurs offense in a pickup game, you're gonna win every day.
I don't know if you guys were there that one time at LA Fitness. But this guy, he's just going crazy with the ball. He starts doing through his legs. I mean, he's standing in one place. He's not moving. He's doing through his legs, and then
Shout out Ralph.
he picks it up. Like he picks it up, goes over his shoulder, throws it.
I was there.
Yeah, between
I was
his legs,
there.
and we're all just like traveling. He's like, no, and I'm like, yeah.
He
that's
carried
it.
it or
Carries
something.
it. Like I'm like, you can't just pick up the ball.
Oh, he went like this?
Yeah.
You went like this.
And then like he puts it, and then he like throws it, and it goes between his legs, and you're just like.
And you know what the
It's
worst
carry,
part
it's
of this?
carry,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what the worst part of it?
How's that look
It was
right?
freaking game point, like 14.
Oh,
So he was on your
14.
team? Or-
Yeah, he was on my
my
team.
He's just doing this at half court. He's just sitting there, and we're just waiting. We're just like waiting for the ball. He's
It's
just
a good
sitting there.
game too.
Yeah.
It was 14-14 game point, and he does that. I'm just like,
And then there's turnover, so they get the ball and they
And
go
they
down
win.
to win.
I'm like, what?
What?
What are you talking about? Don't be that guy.
He did this?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I can't describe
picks
it.
the ball up.
He picks the ball and puts it
shoulder.
over his
his
shoulder,
head?
literally like cradling it over his head.
What in the world?
I don't even know. I think that dude was on something.
He's on whatever that dude was on.
think
He's
he
on.
knew
It's
that
probably that
guy.
guy. It's
He
probably
knew
his
that
son or
He
something.
definitely knew that guy.
He's on that Cody and whatever.
So to go back over the rules, rule number 1, don't be a bitch and call fouls unless it's a clear foul. Rule number 2, know your place. Don't go try to ball up on a court which you're not welcome. Rule number 3, or you try. And rule number 3, don't be that guy who no one wants to play with. Don't be the guy who chunks up threes. Don't be the guy who hikes the ball between his legs and then trying to pass it out. Johnny.
Hey, redeem myself. Watch out.
I don't know what was going through his head.
I thought so.
Don't be the my bad guy. Don't be all those
Don't shoot bad shots.
accessories,
Don't be a
taking
ball
too many
hog.
bad
Don't be a
shots,
ball
not
hog.
passing. Secret to pick up basketball. If you pass, you're gonna win most of the time. We've beaten teams before where dudes are a lot better than us just by passing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they want to be ball hogs.
Or people. I love when somebody, another team, when they're ball hogging it, and their other teams get mad at them,
Yeah,
and then it's like yes.
and then they hate each other and they don't play defense and it's just over.
Yeah.
So,
They get mad at each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. We've had that before too. Teams,
yeah, they stopped playing defense and we beat them 15-1. Something
Yeah.
crazy like that. So, I think that's a good spot to stop this podcast. I'd like to thank our
Good.
guest James for the good story. I never heard that.
Good
before.
story.
That was definitely a
Both good stories. Both-
Johnny over here sneaking over with the good story. He wasn't even supposed to be here. He kind of showed up.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I brought a cat.
He brought a cat. That's how we do.
Don't worry about
Brandon
that.
got a cat.
That's
little
a story
kitty.
for the day.
Hopefully they'll drop it off to McAllister. Another story
Hey,
for
we'll
the
talk
day
about
too.
that. We'll talk about that.
Uh,
It won't matter.
So for Chris, we got over here.
Oh, Franco. Sorry.
Franco, you forgot his name.
I didn't realize.
Got our friend Johnny and James. Thank y'all for listening. Catch y'all next time. Thank you.